Comparing these two sites used to be apples to apples, but now the game has completely changed. Obviously, just want to get this out of the way. This video is not sponsored by either site, but I am an affiliate of both of them, which means you get a special deal if you sign up through the links that I have in the description for either site. So pick the one that's best for you. That said, this video does have a sponsor, which is VidIQ. More on that later. Epidemic Sound and Artlist are so massively different these days that you can actually use both. That said, there is probably one that is best for you, so let's find out which one that is. AI and how the companies decided to integrate it is what made Artlist and Epidemic vastly different services. Epidemic Sound decided to innovate their tools with AI, while Artlist uses it in a more creative capacity. What does that mean? Well, if you get Epidemic, that means that you get access to a lot of tools that improve the video editing process and the quality of your sound design. For example, their Find Similar tool is extremely advanced. It can search for songs that sound like a specific portion of any track that you already like. It's not just taking the tags and searching for songs with similar tags. You can even upload a video clip and the site will automatically try to match that video clip with sound effects and music that match the scene. Their search bar is also smart enough to handle natural language. You can literally type in something like exciting orchestral for a YouTube intro and it'll find you the perfect match. More powerful than any of these though is their versions tool, which allows you to take a song and create new lengths and edits of it that will fit your video perfectly. If I want a 1 minute long clip of a 3-minute song, I can just input that and Epidemic will give me a couple different options to choose from, all of which begin and end seamlessly at the 1 minute or really similar lengths. This can be used to extend a clip too, so if you want that 3-minute song to last for 6 minutes, it can do that, and it can also make stuff loopable. Now, if I like the beginning of a song but maybe not the end, I can tell it to favor the beginning and not use the end in any of the new generations that it comes up with. So this is super customizable. I love it. That said, honestly, I think the best is yet to come because Epidemic has a whole new section called Labs where they're trying out all of their new features that are still in development. There's 2 available right now. The Adapt tool allows you to manually change not just the length of a song, but also the mood, instrumentation, and style, even in sort of abstract ways. I asked it to make a track sound like it was composed by Hans Zimmer, the composer behind the amazing soundtracks like Interstellar and Dune and The Dark Knight. Adapt took that prompt and it brought in a lot of the elements that the composer usually uses, like prominent strings and like a more digital sound. I'm gonna play you the original version of the song and then the adapted version that's made to sound like Hans Zimmer. That is just wild, and this is still in beta. The second Labs feature that's available right now is Assistant, which is basically like a ChatGPT style chat where an AI agent will do all of the music finding and searching for you based on what you ask it for. I have loved playing around with this. I think it's really cool. It's just like a level up of their already pretty good search bar. Another thing that uses some really cool AI is VidIQ. VidIQ is the single YouTube analytic and SEO tool that I use to optimize all of my videos and get more views. Their keyword research tool searches the internet and lets you know if a video idea might perform well, and their daily ideas use AI to recognize topic opportunities and give me video ideas when I'm stuck in a creative rut. VidIQ also analyzes all my thumbnails and titles and suggests new versions or ways to improve them so that more people click on the video. Not only does it help me optimize my current videos, they also have a script generator that can create entire videos from your ideas in a matter of seconds, a thumbnail generator, and a tool that can cut your long-form videos into short clips, making repurposing them easier than ever. I use VidIQ for every single video I create, and I was able to get a special deal for you guys where you can try it out for an entire month for only $1. So go check that out. I've got a link in the description below. Take advantage of it while you can. You can see what I'm talking about. Epidemic stuck with tools, but Artlist went a more creative direction with AI. While they still have great music and sound effects, Artlist has focused a lot more on AI generative content, so generative videos, images, and voiceovers. If you look at the site, these even have the place of prominence over music and sound effects in the side menu, and you can see that on the browser header, they now state that they are a generative AI tool and digital assets for creators site, indicating that shift of focus. And they have shifted that focus really well well. Artlist has all of the most advanced generative models out there. Right now for images, that is Google's Nano Banana, and for videos, that's Sora 2 Pro or Veo 3.1. But they're always updating to the new best thing, so if you're watching this video a couple months after I posted it, the likelihood is that they've got the best model currently, and it's more advanced than what I'm even seeing now. These AI tools are really incredible. Everything that you're looking at on screen right now was generated with Artlist. The real selling point here is that it puts everything that you need in one spot. You can generate some images and then immediately animate them into videos, and then you can round out the whole thing and finish your video with a great AI voice generation. Their voice generation is super advanced. Both Epidemic and Artlist allow you to clone your own voice and use voice-to-voice generation for greater control over the AI's performance. But Artlist gives you greater controls with accent selection, emotion input, and applicable voice effects to take the creative side of generations to a whole new level. They also have a lot more voices to choose from than Epidemic, so on the voice generation side, Artlist takes the crown for sure. Epidemic Sound provides music, sound effects, and AI voiceovers, while Artlist has music, sound effects, AI image, video, and voiceover generation, footage, templates, and LUTs. Artlist has a lot more variety in general, but their sound tracking tools are much more limited without any of those AI-powered tools that I mentioned about Epidemic before. Epidemic also has substantially more quantity in the sound tracking area, with 50,000 songs to Artlist 28,000 and 200,000 sound effects to Artlist 72,000. Both sites have library extensions that integrate directly into your video editing software for drag and drop sound tracking functionality, but Artlist's only works with Premiere, while Epidemic supports DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, and soon they're going to have a Final Cut one. Epidemic's is also just a lot more polished with extra features like timeline recognition for music search and that built-in versions tool. Overall, the vibe of each site is just a little bit different too. Artlist is super colorful and almost Apple-like, while Epidemic has a kind of different aesthetic and leans a lot more into the collaborative nature of sound tracking by highlighting the artists behind their music and actors behind their AI voiceovers. Beyond that, both sites have pretty much all of the core tools that you would need, like super simple copyright clearing tools that ensure you never have to worry about claims. Speaking of licensing though, let's take a look at the pricing structures because that's another key difference here. Artlist has a bunch of pricing options, which we'll get to, but first let's take a look at the ones that directly correlate to Epidemic Sound. If you're a creator looking to monetize one YouTube channel, both Epidemic Sound and Artlist will cost you $10 per month. If you want the same assets but need clearance for up to 3 YouTube channels as well as client work, Epidemic becomes less expensive than Artlist at $17 per month versus Artlist's $25 per month pro music and sound effects plan. If you're not interested in music and sound effects from Artlist at all, but you still want the AI tools, you can sign up for that starting at $14 a month, scaling all the way up to 120,000 credits per month at a cost of $70 monthly. There's also Artlist Max that includes all of Artlist's assets plus AI credits, starting at 7,500 credits per month, costing $40, and capping out at 120,000 credits and just under $100 per month. Artlist's AI credits basically work as a currency or tokens for AI generations because it costs the company every time you use a generation because they're outsourcing that model. So one generation can cost anywhere from a few dozen credits to a few thousand credits depending on the length and quality of it. Now I just threw a bunch of numbers at you, so let's just take a step back, breathe a little bit, and I'll explain it to you simply. If you are a video creator who just wants the best music and sound effects for your projects, I think Epidemic Sound is best for you. They have the most music and a ton of those extra tools that are gonna save you a bunch of time when you're editing. If you wanna make AI videos and need a bunch of other assets on top of music and sound effects, then Artlist is the way to go. Their AI tools are state-of-the-art and their music and sound effects are really good too. You're just missing out on a few of those extra features. That means as far as Artlist goes, I have to recommend the Max plan in one of the iterations because it's much cheaper when they bundle everything together for you. That said, there is a third option, which I think will give you the best of both worlds. As long as you don't mind having your music in a different spot, I recommend getting a pro subscription to Epidemic Sound. This will cost you $17 per month. Then, if you're really just interested in Artlist's AI offerings, combine that Epidemic subscription with an AI Suite subscription to Artlist. A 16,500 credit plan with Artlist is $14 per month. So that combo of Artlist and Epidemic would run you about $31 per month, which is still cheaper than the cheapest option on the Artlist Max plans. But it gives you better sound tracking tools through Epidemic and more AI credits with Artlist. That extra money can then go into like a VidIQ subscription, which would give you pretty much the perfect suite of creative services, at least in my opinion. And if you want to dive more into VidIQ and see all of the features that it has, you should check out this video right up over here.